who was the president in the 70s, right after the 60s, right after they killed Kennedy and all that, and LBJ came in, then the Nixon
Right.
and them came in.
Right.
And who was Nixon's top CIA agent? Yeah, Papa Bush.
Right.
That's who it was. The father. But the father was the top CIA back then.
Right.
Now check this out. Go ahead, Maya.
Harper's Magazine ran a piece written by Dan Baum, who was writing in support of drug legalization.
So he writing trying to say they shouldn't make drugs illegal. We should be allowed to smoke weed. And he stumbles on this conversation. Go ahead.
In which a very honest and completely damning quote was given by former Nixon policy advisor John Ehrlichman.
Now, it's the policy advisor. This is the guy who tells the president, this is how your policy should be. This you should reveal, this you should not reveal. Check out what this devil said. Go ahead.
The quote will give even the most ardent anti-drug naysayer pause when they realize that the whole war on drugs that they've completely bought into is a total lie.
Yeah, it's a total lie. This is the white boy saying this now. They worked with the president. Come on.
He said, at the time, I was writing a book about politics of drug prohibition. I started to ask Ehrlichman a series of earnest questions that he impatiently waved away. He said, you want to know what this was really about?
He was waving the questions off. Like, you questioning me too much. But then he got aggravated and said, you want to know what this was really about? And listen to this.
He asked with the bluntness of a man who, after public disgrace and a stretch in federal prison,
he went to jail behind all this. Go ahead.
Had little left to protect. The Nixon campaign in 1968, he said, and the Nixon White House after that had two enemies.
Had two enemies back then in the 60s. Go ahead.
The anti-war left.
The anti-war left. All the people saying stop the war in Vietnam.
Right.
Go ahead.
And black people.
And who?
Black people.
And who?
Black people.
Go ahead.
You understand what I'm saying? We knew we couldn't make it illegal to be either against the war or black.
Wait, slow down. Please, slow down. Because what he about to drop, okay, here's why what he about to drop. Black people, listen to me. Hispanic and Native Indian people, listen to me. What Mayaka is about to drop is on every 6 o'clock news across this country on purpose. Just walk with me through this. Go ahead, Maya.
We knew we couldn't make it illegal to be either against the war or black people.
Meaning he knew there was no way we could legislate making it illegal for you to stand up and say, stop the war. Right. They couldn't do that. They couldn't pass no law. That'd be like the communists. Like the communists do that. They pass a law and say you can't speak against the war. If you do, they'll lock you up. But this is America. So they couldn't do that. And then he know they couldn't say it's illegal to make it illegal to stand up and say we black people, we want to be free or we want civil rights. He knew he couldn't do that because this is at the height of the civil rights movement. They had just passed it in 64. So the black people were starting to get free and protest the war, putting on their afros now, and they were like, this is an enemy. And guess what they did? Go ahead.
But by getting the public to associate the hippies with marijuana and blacks with heroin and the criminalizing both heavily, we could disrupt those communities.
Damn, listen, that is cold blood.
That's right.
Like you talk about a diabolical dude.
Right.
He said, listen, we can't make it illegal, but we'll get the public to hate them. And by the public hating them, we'll be able to do what?
Criminalize both heavily.
We'll criminalize them. Go ahead.
We'll get the public to associate the hippies with marijuana and blacks with heroin.
That was the whole point. That's why they flooded us back then with drugs. Right. All that heroin, all them brothers and sisters that died on heroin. All them babies that was born on heroin, man. all them robberies, killings over being addicted to them drugs, they planned this against us, man.
That's right.
They planned this. They said, we're going to make every black person a criminal in America. And how are we going to do it? We're going to get them all on drugs and create a war on drugs. And now they'll be the ones that we fight.
Right.
Now, since we couldn't, then I thought democracy meant everybody could come with their opinion.
Right.
Freedom of speech. Meanwhile, you get freedom of speech and they plot to destroy your whole nation. Like you got an opinion against that, they're going to drug your whole country.
Right.
Like they're going to drug every black neighborhood and destroy it. And that's why we went through that. And that's proof that the drug addiction that we on is a clear, pre-set up, orchestrated plan to destroy the Lord's people.
That's right.
Crafty